This is Will Buchanan signing in for the Walk for Liberty. Today is September 18th, 2008, day 138. Brooke and I just had a fun little encounter. As I was stopping to take a break at the Subaru, a state park ranger pulled up next to us. He was complaining a little bit because where Brooke had parked was on the very edge of the state park, and technically we should have gotten a day pass to park there. However, he didn't really push the issue. He said if we were going to be there less than a half an hour, he would just be on his way. Could you imagine a cop acting like that? Most of the cops I've ever encountered are all about intimidation and law and order. And if they do let you off, it's as if they're doing you a favor and don't do that next time. The park ranger's attitude was nothing like that. In fact, from the moment he pulled up, I didn't feel anxious at all, which is almost always how I feel if a cop pulls up behind me or even is just nearby. I wonder if the cops of the 50s, which back then were actually called peace officers, from what I understand, were actually closer in temperament to the park ranger we just encountered than they were to their direct descendants, the law enforcement officers of today. I have a couple items to report on. First, since you're watching this, it's obviously already been resolved. But I just wanted to explain why there was a delay in getting the first videos from my new camera up, which was that it took me longer than expected to come up with a good working solution. And I'm sure when you watch the first video, in which I said I would certainly get the problems figured out by that evening, that you probably got a chuckle out of that. The second item I have to report, I'm not really sure what that was, is that I will be a speaker at the next New Hampshire Liberty Forum, which is taking place March 5th through 8th, 2009 in Nashua, New Hampshire. I'm a bit apprehensive about it since I'm not really very experienced at public speaking. I'm not even sure what I'll talk about. Maybe socks or clothespins. I am actually looking forward to this challenging and unique opportunity to share my thoughts and lessons from the Walk for Liberty. If you haven't been to the Liberty Forum before, I highly recommend you start making your plans now to attend. It really is like nothing you've been to before. If you attended the recent Ron Paul Rally for the Republic, you might think it would be similar to that. But actually, the Liberty Forum is much more conducive to socializing with your fellow liberty-oriented individuals there, with things like lunches and dinners and a much less formal feeling seating plan. And with virtually everyone staying at the same hotel, the after parties can be pretty fun. In fact, the opportunity to socialize with so many other liberty-oriented individuals is one of my favorite parts of the Liberty Forum. And if you do decide to go, please don't hesitate to come up and introduce yourself. I don't bite. So make your plans for the 2009 Liberty Forum today. Registration is online at freestateproject.org/libertyforum. And use code 2009WFL to save 10%. Again, that's freestateproject.org/libertyforum. And use code 2009WFL to save 10%. I walked about 16.7 miles, and here's my position. This is Will Buchanan for Amazon.walkforliberty.com, signing off. this is something that only government could come up with. County Road 5 actually intersects with itself. Here's the second one. And there's the third one. Goes 3 different directions.